fishermen, we travel day and night. We ran into some highwaymen who robbed us just for spite. A room where we'll be safe and warm is all that we could wish. But since they stole my money, I will have to pay in fish.
My name is Rabbi Ezra. This is Rachel. She's my wife. She's used to being pampered with the finer things in life. So pull out all the stops, do whatever it may take. But seeing as I'm a rabbi, could you bless me with a break?
What a night! What a night! It is all that I can do to be polite. I hate it when they ask me for a favor with a smirk. If only I could just avoid the public in my work. I honestly admit that at times I want to quit. If conditions don't get better, then I might. I know I won't forget this.
I'm Anna, this is Abraham. We need a room and quick. We've been traveling for hours and I think I'm getting sick. The trek we took from Gaza has me talking of divorce. Cause all I've seen for hours is the backside of a horse.
What a night! What a night! It's no wonder that we all should be uptight.
We didn't ask to come here, but there's nowhere else to go.
The atmosphere is glum here, but how are we to know? We hope it's not too late for this evening to be great. At least we hope they all deserve our pride. But how can we forget this Bethlehem night? This Bethlehem night. This Bethlehem night.
There's a lot of... I don't think so.
I can't imagine why anyone would want to stay here any longer than they'd have to. I mean, this place has its own certain charm about it, but I'd rather be in Jerusalem. Besides, at these prices, we won't be able to afford to pay our taxes.
And just whose idea was this new tax anyway?
Wasn't it Caesar Augustus?
Isn't he the one who said, "Read my lips, no new taxes"?
Now that was a politician talking. Maybe in a couple of thousand years you can trust what a politician says. But not right now.
Seems like every time you turn around, the Romans are asking us for something else. And you can't go anywhere without seeing them. I just wish they'd go away and leave us alone.
Ha! Leave us alone. Since when has anyone left us alone? The Jewish people, we've always felt the hand of oppression on our shoulders. Why should now be any different? Doesn't this seem rather deja vu-ish? This being Jewish and feeling oppressed? Seems like God's a little overdue-ish on his promise that we be blessed. This Roman blight just might be the final straw. Enough's enough. There ought to be a law. Where does it say that a man should pay a tax on his camel or his business or his wife? If only we could find a way to stop them in their tracks and get them off our backs for life.
Where is it written that a Roman gets to rule over Israel, the land of God's elect?
And over Sinai shore.
A source of ridicule.
But one will help that it's God who looks on the ways of man. But where is it written that these Roman ships are part of his eternal plan?
bring our money and our home.
When it comes to getting in their face,
There's just no place like Rome. We know it's written in the book of books that it's God who looks on the ways of man. But where is it written that these Roman schnooks are part of his eternal plan? If only we could find a way to stop them in their tracks and get them off our backs for life. Where is it written that we give the Roman space, surrendering our body and our home? When it comes to getting in your face, there's just no place like Rome. We know it's written in the book of books that it's God who looks on the ways of man. But where is it written that these Roman strips are part of his eternal plan?
Well, here we are. Oh, sweet. What do you need?
Maybe just another blanket for now?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Lord, this is Mary. I'm sorry to bother you. Seems like we're in quite a mess. You see, this is less than we ever expected. The inn was so full, so we were rejected. I think that my time is at hand, but Lord, could this be what you planned? I trust in your wisdom that all will be right, but not in this place, Lord, and please not tonight. I wouldn't have minded a shed or a hovel, but here I must clear off my bed with a shovel. Poor Joseph, it's worse than he thinks. Unlikely night, in this most unlikely sight. It's so bleak and forlorn here. Is it asking too much? Should a baby be born? And such, especially your holy son. I'm so sorry, Lord, what have I done? On this most unlikely night, I just can't believe it's right that a God so precise could have things so amiss, that from sheer paradise to a place such as this would not seem peculiar at all. Born in a stall.
Mary, are you okay? Is something wrong?
On this most
On this
unlikely
most
night,
unlikely
yes, the choice
night,
is black
yes, the
or
choice is
white.
black
So in
or
faith I'll believe
what I can't comprehend.
you were there from the start.
You'll be there to the end.
Rebecca, would you help Ruth set the table, please? Girls, would you help light the rest of the candles for us?
Where would you like them?
Right over there.
Okay.
What about this? Right over here. Mama, why do women light the candles, mend the sandals, scrub the floors? And why do only women set the table when men are able to do the chores? There's a phrase that they use for their position that explains the ways of men. When you ask, they will pull from their tradition. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it is in Israel. The Papa's way is best. Papa handles all the thinking work, and we do all the rest. Never mind that all the power and the benefits are his. If only we will mind our business, all is well. That's the way it is in Israel.
My Abraham's a very good provider, but he's tighter than a vice.
My Benjamin will gladly help another, or my mother, for a price. They will argue the scriptures and confound them, till their tempers start to flash. Then they'll take it out on those around them,
But they won't take out the trash.
that's the way it is in Israel. The Papa's way is best. Papa handles all the thinking work, and we do all the rest. Never mind that all the power and the benefits are his. If only we will mind our business, all is well. That's the way it is in Israel. Every day they sit and match their wit, talking Torah verse by verse. Every word spews fire and brimstone like Gomorrah, only worse. That's the way it is in Israel. The Papa's way is best. Papa handles all the thinking work, and we do all the rest. Never mind that all the power and the benefits are his. If only we will mind our business, all is well. That's the way it is in Israel.
However, God in his providence knows what is best. So, who are we to argue? Let us be thankful now for this food and for our hosts. And let us look forward to a time very soon when our thankfulness to God will overflow because he has sent to us our Messiah.
With all due respect, Rabbi, you don't know that it will be soon. We've been waiting for centuries.
Be thy name, O Lord our God, for by thy hands our mouths are fed. Thou who with compassion for thy creatures gives to us our daily bread. Creator of the universe, though no request could be too great a task for you. Would it just make matters worse if we should dare one simple thing to ask of you? Have pity on your people and the city of your throne, for Israel is longing from its very dust and stone to see our consolation, to claim him as our